What's poppin', sunshines? It's your girl April. Welcome back to another video, and we are going to get into it. In this video, you guys, we are going to be doing a May walkthrough and a April recap. So if you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. If it's your first time tuning in, I do a little bit of everything over here. It's a little bit of organized chaos, I would say. But I am a digital budgeter who uses prop money to keep track of all of the coins that she has in her ally buckets. If you guys do not have a high yield savings account, please go to my bio and you can click that referral link to give your girl a little boost and to start your savings journey and to earn some interest. So we are going to get into it. All right, so let's look at April. So this is April's overview of all of the yellow is my dream hustle income. The blue is the bills. The pink is my coffee shop income. And so for my dream hustle income, you guys, I made a total of all of my side hustles. I call them dream hustles, you guys. I made a total of $920.67. Let's see. Let us go here. So this is the new spread for May. And so far, we have paid our bills. We've gotten paid from our coffee shop and our the preschool that I have in my home. And I wrote this quote again, which is take it one day at a time, slow and steady, because I am in school, working 2 jobs, wife, mother, all that fun stuff. And so I'm just taking everything day by day. So let's get into April's recap. All right, so a work goal that I did hit, you guys, is that I made 100 sales in my coffee shop. For April, I had a rollover from my spending of $186, and that was pulled from gas, eating out, and shopping/entertainment. You guys, I've been doing really good with my shopping and entertainment category because ever since I've started moving my allowance that I give myself to my YOLO account, I have not been spending like crazy. My surplus for the month, as you can see here, my surplus, which is after all of my spending, how much I had left over from the income that I received for that month was $381. And I am going to get into that. I read 5 books in April. I did hit my reading goal. We are going to add up all of the challenges that I have saved in April so we can get our total completed of challenges right there, because I did complete some challenges. And we're going to add that to the mix. And then, but we're going to do this at the end. So I'm going to put that here so I don't forget. My goal for May is to read 5 books. I'm grateful for turning 41 because last Thursday was my birthday, you guys. I am excited about doing well in school. Bonus savings from my first of the week savings, my IG savings, which is the screenshots. Selma's bonus savings, I screenshot $25. And then my first week of the month, I screenshot $45. So that was $70. And you guys, I did a thing. I doubled it. And so you'll see that as I flip through. So this is where I like do all my tally. For the rollover, it goes to my oh shit category. Pets is getting 25 and the girls got 45. That $70 was split between pets and my daughters. And then total bonus savings just from rollover and the IG was $256. I transferred that over today. Here you get a look at all of the transfers that I've done so far. While I have it. So we're going to do that. So this was already done. Let me get my pets binder. Pets is going to get a nice stuffing, you guys, because I am stuffing April and March's completed challenge. I'm going to stuff that along with the money that I get from pets. And so since we are just finished April, we're going to see how much this is. So we have 9, 10. So we have 10 plus 3 plus 8 plus 7 is giving us 28, but I will have $30 coming in here. And so we're going to just write that. We have, it's 28, but I have 30 altogether. All right. And then we're just going to stick that in the front because then when we stuff it, we just pull and mark off and stuff it that way. All right. So from my April and March savings for the pets, you guys, we saved $108 was transferred from the bucket, from my petty cash bucket to my pets bucket. All right, so we have done that. All right, so let's see. Old Lady Gang is getting $60, but this is different, you guys, because my old lady gang, I am going to be doing the Villains collab. Isn't she so pretty? But it's going towards retirement. So I am saving in 3 things for retirement, you guys. All right, and so I already put the envelope in, as you can see. And so I'm just going to take a 50 and a 10, and $60 is going to go in here, just like so. And then we will be filming this together with pets. All right. What is this? Pets, Old Lady Gang, monthly minis. All right, so that's this binder. My monthly minis, you guys, is going to get $40. And I have to update all of my trackers, you guys. I have not done that. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 40. And then we're going to do this is $40. So those are my monthly minis. So that's that, because I will be stuffing that. All right, and so we got $400 from my Dream Hustle income. 30 went to PTO, 40 went to taxes, and the remaining money that I earn stays in there for the business expenses. All right, so as you can see here, I write out my Dream Hustle. So as you can see, it was $600, but $200 stays in my business account, and I transfer the $400 to cover all of my other things. All right, so the challenge binder gets $100. And let's see if we have the money in the back. We do not. All right, so we're going to do 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. All right, so when it is time to film, we will be ready with all of the things. All right, so 100 is in there. And then I also completed my group plays that I do on Instagram. And so we have an extra $43 that we are going to cash stuff in that challenge binder. Let's just put that there for right now. All right, and then spending, I did not give myself any extra spending money for this SNS budget with me. My 100 envelope binder is getting $60. And you guys, we have a lot of money because I have $100 that I still need to cash stuff in here that I have not cashed up. And we also completed Lindsay's challenge on Instagram, and that's another $36. All right, and so for right now, I am just going to, I'm going to take 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that is 60. All right, and so we have $60 coming in here. I need to cash stuff at 100. I'm gonna just put this here. All right, so there's that. Now we need, oh shit, needs $84. Do I have the money in here? I do not. All right, so let's do 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so this should be 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 4. All right, so we have our money for oh shit. Y'all like my dashboard? It says, oh no, shit happens funds, my emergency fund. All right, and then, so we did challenge binder, and then our month ahead, you guys, we have our month ahead. We are going to be completing our, we need $156. I will break this when it's time to stuff it. So we have 155 and 6. All right, and then when we come in here, you guys, I'm so excited because we are going to be finishing our shopping and entertainment. We're going to be all done with this one, and then we will just be working on our mortgage one. All right, so exciting. Okay, all right, so I'm going to go back in pets, and then what I'm going to do, now that we talked about it, we're going to do 20, 40, 80. There we go. And then I am going to use these to cash stuff the front part. All right, so we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, there we go. And so we're gonna have $90 coming into, $90 is coming into this 500 challenge. All right, and then so I'm gonna put that there. And then, okay. All right, because tomorrow I will be filming in there. Y'all, why did I leave out this dollar? Messing up already. All right, and so there's that. Okay, all right. Whew. So exciting. So exciting. All right, these were February's and March's completed challenges. So I'm just gonna add that there. All right, so that's done. My food program reimbursement goes to my spending, my YOLO account, and so it's like my allowance to myself. And so 108 went to spending. And so our 400 right here, 82 went to spending, and 130 went to my buckets from our What's Poppin' cash and our food program money. So yeah, so whew, that's what I did. All right, next, you guys, hopefully you guys, this is making a lot of sense because I'm trying to do new things and different ways to keep it, what's the word I'm trying to use? To make sure that it's like different every time I do it. So it's not like monotonous because my budget really doesn't change so much. All right, so now that we added the cash over there, let's turn to here. So today, you guys, I went ahead and moved over the bonus things. 186 is going to, oh, shush. Pets got 25, and Brianna got 20, and Amaya got 25. So I got to bring back the pets because, you guys, these are all different. So this is like bonus savings. And so I'm just going to take a 20 and a 5, and all right, so we have 25. This came from bonus savings, and then this was 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then we have $18 that came from y'all, where? Oh, left over from 100 binder, not 100 binder, challenge binder, sunshine savings. All right, because your girl will get confused. All right, so let's add that there. All right, so this is going to be, I'm going to have to do a lot of filming tomorrow because I did not do any of my extra savings. All right, and then this is from April Kofi income, which is the $30, and I'll have a $2 rollover. All right. Okay, so that's that. All right, Brianna and Amaya's binders, they're both going to get, okay, Amaya's getting 25. She's getting 25. Okay. I feel like this is so chaotic, you guys, because it's my first time. Like, let's cash stuff on here. Let's just do it all together. And then Brianna is going to get 20. And then tomorrow I have to update all of my freaking trackers. I did a lot of transferring yesterday and today. All right. These challenge books are from our girl Savannah over at Sass Saves. Incredibles is my older daughter's, and The Bug's Life is my younger daughter's. And these are long-term savings, you guys. I am going to gift them with a nice amount saved when they turn 18. Okay. All right. So that's that. So we did that. Okay. All right. 3 months, because I doubled my Selma and me savings. And so 3 months is going to get $70. And so let's get the 20 and a 50. All right. And so I'm going to put that here. This was 156 and then 70. All right. All right. And I have so much prop money, you guys, because I have a lot of money in those buckets accruing some lovely interest. All right. And so that's pretty much it. The 100 binder, let me show you guys, is the $36 that I already have in there. And then 108 went to pets, and that's where I got that 90 and 18 from. All right, so let's get into our bucket check-in, you guys. All right, so I did not write the total of how much I had in there, but we can do that together. We can add it all up, and then we can see how much we have total as of May 1st. All right, so my core bucket, which is, it's called my core savings, and that's where the interest goes in there. I don't put any money in there because that's how I keep track of the interest that Ally is giving to your girl. All right, so core savings has $762, so it increased. Pets increased to $326. My bucket increased. It didn't do anything. It stayed the same. My Kofi expensive increased to $486. Bree's bucket is stayed the same. Amaya's bucket stayed the same. Old Lady Gang increased to $1,723. My education bucket, it decreased to $3,241 because, as you guys know, I am paying for my bachelor's degree out of pocket. My Kofi income increased to $424. Holidays stayed the same because I have not completed any challenges. Let's see, where's holidays at? Yeah, as of February, you guys, I haven't completed any challenges. My 3 months of expenses increased to $3,972. My petty cash bucket increased to $478. My emergency bucket increased to $1,773. Vacay increased to $1,199. My seeking funds bucket increased to $905. And my van bucket increased to $7,032. And then let us add how much we have all together that we have saved in here. So 762 plus 326 plus 439 plus 486 plus 338 plus 566 plus 1,723 plus 3,241 plus 424 plus $4 plus 3,972 plus 478 plus 1,773 plus 1,199 plus 905 plus $7,032 gives us, we as of May, how did I do it here? All right, so as of May 1st, we have $23,668 in our savings. All right, and let's do a Because woo woo, that is awesome, right, you guys? Now, clearly it is more than that because your girl did a lot of transferring after the first. And so next month we'll do a budget check-in and we will see how much, if it increased or it has decreased. We are definitely going to do that. All right. And so let's put her away because I am going to be saving these so I can keep track. All right. Let's go back to our total and completed challenges. Let's get them. All right. So yes. All right. So we have $40 plus 30 plus 145 plus 30 plus 46 plus 40 plus 16 plus 18 plus 60 plus 75 plus 52 plus 75 equals, you guys, $627. And you know what? I'm going to subtract this one because I think, yeah, I didn't move this over. I moved it over. No, we're counting it because I moved it over in April. I'm trying to remember. Y'all, I'm telling you, that's why I don't like to wait the last minute to do things because the mind just be gone, okay? So in our completed challenges, you guys, it was a total of $627. That is so crazy, right? All right. Okay. So what I am going to do before I get off of here, we are going to do a randomize with me. All right. Let's get a paper clip. Oh, excuse me. Because I am keeping track, you guys, of all of the challenges I finished. All right. So we're going to use our big die. All right. And so we completed. Oh no, you guys, did I put the date on here? Because this was completed too. This is going to B of A sinking funds, and we are going to randomize. And so we have number 5 is miscellaneous, 6 is honey, 4 is medical, 3 is Brianna, 2 is Amaya, 1 is an emergency. All right, 5 is going, it's going to miscellaneous. And so, oh, let's put this back in there. All right, it's going to go to miscellaneous. All right, and so we are going to do this. I didn't put the date, but I finished this in April. So we're just going to do 430 plus 16. And so we have $116 in miscellaneous. And I made this miscellaneous one because since we swapped to our, we did like some type of like, I don't know what it's called, but for our electricity bill, we like signed up for where like after a certain time, we don't use any electricity. And so it has basically evened out our bills. So we're not getting high bills like that anymore. All right. All right. And so, yeah, so that is done. Call it done. And then I can put this away. All right. So I have 2 emergencies. So I have an emergency, my oh shit, as you guys see that I saved for. And then I have an emergency in my Bank of America, with Bank of America, which is just my saving. It's just in savings. And that is for like small emergencies. Like, for example, you guys, your girl had an extra expense because I, not paying attention, I didn't realize that I had stopped the garage from going up and I was in a rush. And guess who backed into our garage door? Your girl did. So $296 came out of my emergency fund, you guys, from the B of A. Thank God that I have 2 different ones, and thank God that it wasn't as expensive as I was thinking it was going to be. But I'm just like, April. And I didn't know what I did until like a few days later when my bag getting in the car, I hit it and it dawned on me, okay, April, that's what happened. Because for those of you who do not know, I do work overnight, and I was rushing because I couldn't find my phone, and I need to have my phone because that's how we clock in at work. We clock in using our phone. So got to slow down and pay and got to be more careful and have to pay attention. So let's see. Let me tell you about, let's go to my screenshots. All right, so this is what I'm talking about, my IG bonus savings. It's screenshots that I take. This one was Selma's, and then this one was mine's. All right, so I have a buffer in my account of $2,225 after all of the expenses come out for the beginning. So what I do is I pay my bills and things that are due for the first of the month and for that first week, as you guys saw in my monthly spread. And then whatever is remaining in there, it's part of my buffer. Let's see, income was $2,306 for my regular job. And so from my buffer, you guys, I got myself a gift from Princess Budgets. And then our aunts and cousins came out here for a basketball tournament. And so we went out to eat. And so that came from my buffer. It didn't come out of my budget. And then as you guys can see, the $295 of the garage incident, it went to that. And so what I do, because I am a digital budgeter, you guys, I go into my app once a week and I allocate where those spending categories are supposed to go. Once it clears my account, I go in and I assign it to the right category, and I go in and I make sure that I'm staying within budget. I ended up getting some decor for the house from Walmart, which was $123. And so did I write it out in here? Let me see. I think I did. Did I write it? I don't think I did. And so this $295, I deducted from here because I moved this money over to my savings account. And so even though I spent, let's see, will it show? Spending. This is income. Did I do spending? Okay, yes. Even though it says right here that I spent $2,294, in reality, you guys, I spent $1,925 because that extra spending came from my buffer. It did not come from out of my budget. I intentionally spent the money in my buffer and not from my budget. And then this $295 was actually from my savings can't talk, you guys. Was actually from my savings account in my emergency sinking funds. And so that's why it left me with a surplus of $381. And my buffer spending was a total of $369, you guys. And so this is like, if you guys are probably like, girl, this is chaotic. How do you keep track and all that stuff? But that's how my mind works, guys. My mind, this is, you guys, like, there has to probably, or like, it has to be a simpler way. But for me, this works for me. It's a method to the madness. And my first thing I would always ask of you guys is to pick a budget that works for you guys. You have to do what's best for you, because everybody's budget is not a one fits all type of situation, because we all make different amounts of money. We all have different types of responsibilities and so forth and so forth. But yeah, hopefully it's not as chaotic as I think it is. Let me know down in the comments. And yeah, we have to clear this because we are in a new month, you guys. I did film my group plays. I did not film my old lady gang, so I'm gonna have to do that. I did film week 4. I did not do the old lady gang, so I'm going to do that now after I finish. Let me see. And so, you know what? I can't clear it because I am not done with April's. I can't clear it, you guys, because I'm not done with April's, because I still have stuff on there, because I'm now giving myself money for the van. I have $40 that I need to do. And so I'm going to figure that out. All right, you guys, I hope you guys like this budget with me. Please let me know down in the comments if you guys were able to stick within your budget. I hope you guys never underestimate the difference that you have made and the lives that you have touched. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.